Hi everybody, my name is Kofi J, and welcome to this class, AI web design class. So in this class, it's going to be very simple. By the next hour or two, we'll be done with everything, and by the end of this lesson, you should know how to use this website or this tool to create any website of your liking using AI. So basically, this tool that we're going to talk about is going to help you to create any website. The reason why this is very simple is that you don't require any coding knowledge. You don't need to even know how to create a website is. You just have to have imagination and anything in mind that you want to create as your website. So to begin with, I want to introduce myself. My name is Kofi J. I'm a website designer for over 4 years now. I'm a digital marketer for over 3 years. So my expertise is in those fields, and I blog as well. So over the past 4 years I've been designing websites, I realized that more people want to learn how to do websites, but the tools available are not so intuitive, or it takes time. The learning curve is very steep. So when I stumbled upon AI in recent times that you can use to do many things, one of the most interesting ones was using AI to create websites. So I decided to, hey, let me teach others how to do this thing, because it reduces the amount of time you use to create a website for clients. It's very awesome. So imagine that if I could create a site in 1 week, I could do the site in just like an hour. An hour being that I'll have the client have a look at it, we do back and forth, and then all that. Which is very, very awesome. It means that I can do like 10 websites in a month and get paid for it. So yeah, that's basically the intro. This course, after you learn it, you'll be able to use the same knowledge to become a web designer yourself. You can confidently talk to people that you want to create sites for, and you can build it for them, and you're going to enjoy the journey, and I hope you enjoy it too. So let's start from lesson 1. The next section, then we'll continue. Right. Okay, welcome to session 2. We want to define what AI is. I think of late this term has become very common. Everyone defines AI here and there, and it's a very exciting time to be in the world now, to be alive, because AI is everything now. So let's do a simple definition. I don't want to use my own words. Let's just see what the internet defines what AI is. So a quick look at artificial intelligence from Wikipedia says that in the field of computer science, AI, sometimes called machine intelligence, is intelligence demonstrated by machines in contrast to the natural intelligence displayed by humans and other animals. So what this means in summary is that it's a computer science term that refers to intelligence that is demonstrated by computers or by machines. Another quick one from Google says that AI is the ability of a computer program or machine to think and learn. It's also a field of study which tries to make computers smart. So if you want to go to the definition where we're trying to teach computers how to think and learn, then our course is in the right direction, because what we're trying to do here is trying to replace the work of a web designer with an artificial intelligence tool, right? I'm sure by now you've seen this website that I'm on, bookmark.com. By the way, there are many sites like this that have used AI to help people build websites, but I found that this is the most easy one to use. Maybe later on in the course I will introduce the other ones that you can explore yourself. So the main goal of this course is to teach you how to use the AI tool here to build a website that you can be proud of. So in this section, we're going to introduce you to the tool that this website uses to build websites, to help you build websites. And you can see the dashboard has many options that we can look through. So when we get there, we'll see all those things, and the journey will be fun. So yeah, first of all, AI is a tool that we use to make life easy. It helps us to replicate things that human beings do on a repetitive schedule. For instance, if I have to build a website, I know that I have to get images, get a domain hosting. I need to know how to code in HTML and all those long terms. But AI has been pre-programmed to do all those tasks for us. We just have to click a button, and then we are off to go. So if you have any questions about AI, as always, you can leave a comment below the video, or you send me an email and I'll help you with it. But then the simple definition of AI is teaching computers to do what human beings do, and in this case we're going to use that to replace the work of a web designer. Yeah. So I'll see you guys in the next section. I hope you had an understanding after this point. Alright. Alright, so this is our next section. So in this section I'm going to talk about the difference between a web designer and a web developer. There's not much difference, but just a slight difference between the two of them. So usually a web designer is someone who takes care of the front end looking part of the site. So let's say this thing you see here, all this interface you see here is done by the web designer. He is mostly into how the website looks like. And the web developer is the one who makes the website work in the back end. So for instance, when you go and fill a form on the website, what makes that website work is the web developer's job. So let me use my website as an example and show you something. So usually web designers are concerned with using HTML, CSS, and some JavaScript. So they usually take care of the front looking side of the website, whereas the web developers take care of things like in the background. So let's say if a form is able to submit an image or able to submit video. So for instance, if you're on YouTube, whenever you submit a video, there is a back-end service that allows you to submit a video for people to view it. So let me use my website for example. So all these interfaces, for example, if I fill this form, I'm sure some of you have already filled it. If you haven't, you can go ahead and join the mailing list. I send out weekly doses of entrepreneurship tips, so you'll love it. So if I fill this form right now and submit it, it's being programmed by a developer. So these buttons and all that, so all these beautiful things you see in the front here are done by the web designer. And then what makes it work, what makes the clicks and all those things work, is usually covered by the web developer. So that's usually the main difference between the two of them. So let me also introduce what Bookmark is officially. So Bookmark is a very awesome website that allows you to create your own website using their AI called Ada. So for instance, if I come to my website here, for instance, I've done I think 2 of them already. I've published just 1. So Ada is the assistant that helps us to create websites. In the next section, we'll create our very first website, and then you see how Bookmark is an awesome tool for building websites. Again, one thing to keep in mind is that this tool helps you to design websites in a very fast and efficient way that you wouldn't have gotten if you were doing it yourself. Like if you're coding it from scratch, it would have been very long, not difficult, but a long process. So if you haven't had an account yet, you can go to bookmark.com and then create an account, and then you start from there. Then we go through the sessions in the dashboard. So you have a dashboard, the website, the e-learning, and I suggest that after this course or even during this course you take a look at the e-learning section, because they have a ton of resources that you can take advantage of. So for instance, you can learn how to do digital marketing and all that, and they are free. So you realize that this is a very awesome tool. They not only help you to build a website, they also teach you how to market the website with their e-learning courses. So you can see here I have starting your own online business, Facebook marketing, getting to know Photoshop, like a whole lot of things. So I haven't started mine yet because I know most of these things, but then you can have the freedom to go through all of them, and trust me, you will enjoy it. Because once you have a website, the next step is to make it public, right? And if it's an e-commerce website, you need some form of marketing to help you in getting your website to people. So that's just about it for the difference between a web developer and a web designer, and then a Bookmark. So in the next session, we'll start right ahead, go through the process, and hopefully create our very first website using Bookmark. Alright, see you. Hello guys, welcome to another session of this course. So like I said before, we're going to use this website called bookmark.com. Actually, I don't see it as a website, it's like more of a web app because it has more functionalities than a normal website. So let's get right into it. So just go to bookmark.com and then create your account. So I already have an account. Usually you go here and you go to start now. Then from here you could just enter your details and sign up. I've already done that, so I'll just go to login, and I'll just log into my account here. So we're just going to create a website from here. Let me go to my website. So I already have two websites I created, this one and then this one. So this one is published, this one is not published. So let's go ahead and create a website. So when you finish creating your account and you log into your account and you go to your website, you can just create an account by clicking this button. Then it brings you to this interface. Now Bookmarks AI is called Ada. So you see here Ada meaning Artificial Intelligence Design Assistant. Maybe you might have heard of it before, but what I seek to do in this course is to help you to know how to use it very well to achieve what you want to achieve. I think I've talked to a few people who have heard of it before but never used it. So the thing about knowledge is that you need to learn how to apply knowledge, else it becomes useless. So that the saying that says that knowledge is power then becomes useful to you, right? So you might have heard of bookmark.com before. You might have heard of other ones like thegrade.io or Lear and some other couple of ones, but Ada in my experience is the best and the most useful, user-friendly, and then user-friendly for beginners especially. And even if you're an expert, it's even a plus for you. Alright, so let's go ahead and start here. So I just click on start now. Right, so it will ask you a very interesting question. So what you need to know is that because it's an artificial intelligence tool, it learns, and then from what it learns, it produces an output. So it's a typical way an AI will react to you. It will ask you what you want to do, so that you can take in data and then spell out a result for you. So in this case, it says that what type of website are you creating. So it have a lot of categories to choose from, a lot of them. I'm pretty sure it covers almost everything you could ever think of. They even have yoga studio here. I'm like, wow. So for this course, let's say we want to use, let's say we want to create a web designer course. Let me see. Okay. Web designer. Let's choose web designer because we're learning how to design websites. So yeah. So web designer. So then you can go to next. But one interesting thing is they ask you, do you see your category here? If you don't, they could just click on it and then it will have preferences for you, which is also awesome. So in this case, you know what we want. We want a web designer website. So go to next, and it will ask you to choose the name of your business or website. So usually your business or your website should have the same name, like how Facebook is a business name of facebook.com. Yeah. And an amazing thing is that you can connect your Facebook page if you haven't already, but we'll skip that for now. Also, you can always change your name, like you said here. So let's say we want to name our website, I like Genius Web Designer. I'm just using any name, sorry. Again, you can choose any name you want. It's not mandatory to choose this one. So yeah. And I can always change later on if I change my mind. So I go to next. Now we ask you another question. It says, do you need any of these for your website? So we ask you, do you want a custom blog or do you want an e-commerce store? So for example, when you go to my main website, I have a shop here and I have a blog, like this blog and then the shop. So it's typically asking you the same thing. So what it's doing is that it's trying to understand what you want to achieve. So if you want to add a blog to your website, cool. If you don't want to add a blog, if you want to add an e-commerce store, e-commerce meaning that you can actually upload products for sale. People can buy from you online, and you can interact with people like that. A popular one that we use is WooCommerce for WordPress, but later on we can get into that one later on. But for now, let's say we just want to add a blog. We don't want to add an e-commerce right now. And again, later on you can edit it to add these features if you want. So let's go to next. So it will ask you. So one cool thing is that whilst we're doing all that, it was scanning the internet to see whether our name matches with any other existing websites. So what Ada does is that it doesn't create the same website twice. So for instance, every website that you create with Ada is unique to you. So, usually if you're using, say, a template or a theme, many people could buy the same template and use, so that two people can have the same website looking exactly the same. But with Ada, is different. So you see, it went through the internet and scanned for websites with that name Genius in it. And so it will ask you, is this your business? I said no, because none of this is mine, obviously. So I'll just go to next like this. So now we ask you for your contact details. So it's very necessary, because when you add a form to your website and people contact you via email, for instance, it should come to a certain email address. So I'll use my email here. Let me use my random number 02003274. Again, you can use any email you want. It's not necessary that you put in the right one. So yeah, let me add my logo, because I think I have a logo saved on my desktop or pictures. Alright, let me use this logo. This is my logo, as you can see, from my website. Yeah, so I go to next. Now this cool part is what I like most. It says that what site layout do you want. So usually websites have a certain kind of layout that they have. So either ask you to choose the type that you want. So we could have a top menu, multi-page, meaning we can have multiple pages for each section. We can have a left menu with multi-page being that we have different pages. And then we can have a top menu with a single page, meaning one website, we have only one page for the whole website that is divided into sections. These other two will create different pages for each section that you create in your website. I prefer usually using the single page. So let me go to next. Alright, so, and another cool thing, so you just realize that what I'm doing is just selecting options for the robot or the AI to build the site for me. So it says that what image do you like? So it says I should choose at least 2 images. I think I like this. I like MacBook, so, and I like this one too. Maybe this looks clean. Alright, so I go to next. So what I'm doing is just the same way you do yours. It's just simple like that. So the last step, I think, is that what is your website style? So it says that it helps us understand your personal preference. So websites have different styles. You can have bright, bold, modern, fresh, clean, and sophisticated. I like clean websites, so I choose clean. Then I click on create your website. Right, so this is AI doing its magic. So it's just telling me what it's going to do. Complete design freedom. Yeah. Right, so I think it's almost done. So this is what is going to happen. Okay, great. So this is the last step. So it says that your artificial intelligence design assistant, that's Ada, set back your website ready in 30 seconds. So it's a guaranteed 30 seconds. So you watch. So I just have to click on create my website, and then the rest is up to Ada to do my website. So watch that. This is my cursor, but then you see it's using its own cursor to do the website for us. I'm not doing anything. This is my cursor, and it's just doing everything on the fly. Just watch it. How simple is that? How cool is that? Like, your website is being created for you right in front of your eyes, which is very, very, very awesome. And in just 30 minutes, it will just be done. So based on the information I gave to it, it's building the website for me. I don't need to know how to do HTML, CSS. Anybody can do this, as far as you can read English. So yeah, and you can see it's doing everything in saving and publishing. Yeah, and it's done. Yeah. So it says your website is ready. Now simply edit as much as you like. And guess what? The images in your website are free. Yeah. So whatever images it uses here is free, meaning that there are stock images that are fetched from websites that give free images. Then you have to go and search for it on Google myself and all that. So basically, I just click on got it. My website is done. How cool is that? That's just how simple it is to use Ada. And this could have taken like forever. So like I said, I chose a one page. When I click it, the menu items here just goes to the pages on the same page for me, and it's as cool as that. The blog worked too. Awesome. So like I said, it's as easy as that. So in the next section, we'll learn how to use the various editing tools that comes with Ada. You can see we have preview, design, focus, modules, my drive, settings, and help. So I'll take us through all of them for us to understand how to use it to edit our site. So if you like it like this, if I like it like this, I'll just go ahead and publish it, and then I'll be done. And then you see this button here, it shows you extra help. So we can use these tools to further customize the website in case we want to change anything at all. So in the next section, we go through these sections and these ones as well. Alright, see you in the next section. Bye. Okay, welcome everybody to the next section. So in the previous one, we were able to successfully build our first website with Ada, and I believe you know how cool it looked. It was awesome. We were able to create a website in just like 30 seconds, which is pretty amazing. So now I'm just going to go through the models here in the settings here. So the preview, design, focus, modules, my drive, settings, and help. So and you see these two buttons, undo, publish, and save. So the undo button is just for in case you make a mistake and you want to undo, you can use this button. Also there's this magic wand button here called magic wand because yeah, it looks like a magic wand. Yeah, so these ones help you to, in case you get stuck anywhere, to go through the whole process. You could just use it to create a new website, change the style, change website fonts, customize. So let me click one like this. This is one actually helps you to learn how to do it yourself. So for instance, if I clicked on customize website sections, it says that we call the building blocks of your website focus. So focus is here. Focus helps you to focus on certain sections that you can edit at the goal. So let me click on show me how, for instance. So Ada is here to help you every step of the way. So yeah, it just opened focus and took you through, and you can add a focus. So you see it's showing you how you could add a new focus to your website if you wanted to. So yeah, it's easy like that. Anytime you get stuck anywhere, just use the magic wand button here and it will show you how to do it yourself. So for instance, it has opened the module, a new focus interface for me. If I wanted to add another thing, I could just come here and click it and it will add it to me for me. As easy as that. So this is what I just added, the style that I did here. Let me just undo this because I liked it as it was before. Yes, so let me just go back. So yeah, I'm sure by now you have a grasp of how Ada works, and it's as easy as you can see it now. Let me just go back to it. So okay, let's go through all these sessions. So let's start from preview. So whenever you hover over a certain option, it defines it for you in the right, as you can see there. So let's start from preview, for instance. So preview opens a modal that shows you how your website will look like. So at the top here you can see desktop, tablet, mobile. So if I click on tablet like this, it will show me how the website will look like on a tablet. So you see, and then I can scroll through and even move this. So oh, that's how it looks like on a tablet. That's cool. It's cool. And I could use a phone too, and then it shows me how it will look like on phone with my menu collapsing like this, which is pretty awesome. So that's the preview section. So let me just go back. So the next one is still loading. So yeah, we could edit all these parts if you wanted to, which we will do so soon for you to see. So let's go to design. Design here, you could choose a different style. We can edit the menu, the page itself, or the footer. So for instance, I could choose a style. I can change the styles I want. So currently we're using the style 6. Let me choose style 7 and see what happens. So yeah, the interface has changed. I don't know if you saw that, but the fonts have changed. Yeah, the fonts mostly has changed. Let me go back to say menu. Menu is the top part. This part is called the menu. All these things are the menu items. So they're usually used for navigating the site. So I could show the menu to any color I want. So I could choose this. You see, as I do it, it changes on the fly, like that. But I think white is good. What do you think? Yeah. white is good. And I could even use an image if I wanted, like a mini image, and I don't recommend that because it makes it look too busy. Yeah. The page itself, to change the color of the page, so you can see right now we have a white background for all the sections. I could choose, say, blue, and you see these sections that have a background will just change on the fly as I do it. You see all these parts have changed, but I think the white is better. So let's just go back to white. Yeah. And you could even make it an image, so we could go to my drive, which we'll go into soon. So I have a couple of images I saved. So the images I chose from the beginning have all been saved for me. So I could just use, let me say, this one is cool. I could just use this image, for instance, and it will change to that image if I wanted. So yeah, I could even edit this before I publish it, but let me just skip this for now. So it's all up to your preference how you want it to look like. So you can see here it says that this usage stats. So they give you all these images are free online for you to use. You can add your own if you want, but they all come pre-built. You can just search for new images. If you click here, just search for new images based on this category. So I could just say maybe nature and landscape, and it will show me all images of nature and landscape. Or I could just search for, let's say, website. I'll click enter. I'll search, and you give me images based on what I search. I can click on load for more. So all these images are free to use, and it's easy to just get it, because usually you go to Google will search for the image, download it, but it's all here for you. You can just add them if you wanted to. Let me just close this one out. Yeah, so the next one is the footer. The footer is this part. This whole section is the footer of the website, where you could, so again, we are doing designs. You can just change the footer to any color you want, right? On the fly, just changes like that. I think I'll leave it at black. Yeah, let's call it black. And then the general is the brand. So for instance, you have my brand logo here. That's what it's showing here. I could use a brand text if I wanted to. I could just type a name here, it will take effect. We could increase the brand size. I think it's the logo size. So as you can see when I scroll, see it's increasing. I can lower it and give a little bit of padding. You just see, yeah, it's as easy as ABC. All these things we could have done it with code, like coded, but then these makes, and it can link the brand to the home page. It means if I click on the logo, it will load the default home page for us. And we could do menu navigation. See, the font there can be changed to anything. Let me see if I use Railway. The font has changed, but I love Ubuntu, so let me just go back to Ubuntu. And the hover color. So when you hover the mouse, what color should it show underneath? So let me just choose red and show you. So you see now it's showing red. A whole lot of customization we could do here. Yeah, like that. You can save it for this page or save it. That's a cool part. You can save these changes for this page only, or for all pages on your website. And mind you, I haven't saved what I'm doing yet. I can just click on save to save all the changes I've done so far, and it will take effect right away. You could edit the title, the pair, everything you want to. We could use the advanced settings to, specify what font type you want on our website. So from here, it's just up to your preference. So whatever you want to do here, it's all up to you. You could just, yeah. So we just have to go through it, and if you don't like it, for me, I like it how it is. I'll just have to change a few settings here. So let me just go to the next one. Focus. So focus here, as you can see, the website is split into various sections. So we have the home, which is the top part. So this menu items are following here. So they see the home, the header, about, the testimonials, the blog, and the footer. So this focus helps you to focus on one section. So let me just use an example for here. So this part, so I could just go to edit section like this, and then I called it home. I could call it home again. It's just for identification purposes. So you see it changed this name to home again, right? I could edit it again. I don't think we want to call our home page home again. So yeah, okay. and then the header part, which is this part that we are here. We could edit it. We could also reorder the home. So for instance, I could drag this. Let me just try this if it will work. Okay. Let me do it now. It will just mess up the site. So yeah. Or you could just take this one and drag it like this. See what I just did? So every section you hover over gives you this move button. So I could just move it back. So basically, you just have the options, the freedom to do as much as you want with your own website, which is pretty awesome. And all this is just done by AI, and the rest is just you. So from here, I'm just doing my own editing, so to speak. Yeah. And then we could go to the next one, which is the modules. The modules is the most fun part for me. Modules are like, how do I call it, options that you have for your website. So for instance, the first one is like text. I could add a text to this part if I wanted. So I just have to click it and then drag it like this. So I have a text here for me, so I can just enter my text. So hello world, classic coding language, hello world. And if you have used any text editing tool, you know I can make it bold. Let me just highlight it and make it bold. I can make it italic. I can align it or not. I can center it or put it on the left or right. I can justify. You see how I'm changing things on the fly like that. Easy. I can make it a title if I want, by increasing the font like this, font size for instance. And I could even create a list. So the whole lot of things to play around with. And if I want to have a title, I can just drag it like this, title. Say, hey, welcome to my world. Welcome, sorry, to well, easy. So I can just click here to make it centered, and let me just make it an H1, broaden it a bit more, so like you can see it's, and I can add a gallery, an image, a video. Just have to click and drag, and it will create a session for you to just edit it. This one is the image, for instance. I could just put a video link from YouTube, or I could just browse my files like we mentioned earlier on. In this case, we want a video. I have some video here already. Let me see. I'll use this video, and it will import it to the section for me. And it's as easy as that. So this is a video that I'm trying to import. Let me play it and see. Yeah. So yeah. I'm guessing by now you know how all these things are working. If you're not familiar with anything, just let me know in the comment section, or send me an email at me@educoffee.com, and I'll help you out. Again, there is a help section here. You can use the bot to help you if you don't get anything, or there's a live chat that Bookmark can help you with. They have live chat agents that, in case you get stuck anywhere, you can just use it. Yeah, so that's it for modules. Modules have a lot of features you can add. So see, I just added the video to this section. Let me just save it for you to see. So when I save it like this, yeah, my page has been saved, and I can publish it if I want to. Publishing means that I make it available to everybody online. I mean, I can send a link with anybody I want. So yeah, you can just go through all these awesome tools that this tool has. Right, so the next section we'll talk about the settings that you can do. Talk about SEO, analytics, e-commerce, blog in general, events, email, social media, and domain. Hope you enjoyed the session. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya. Welcome to another section. We're almost done, but we move to the settings part of the whole tutorial on the course. I believe by now you have some basic understanding of how Ada works. As I always say, if you have any questions, just shoot me an email at me@ajcoffee.com, or just send me a WhatsApp message when you go to my website. You can just click on this WhatsApp button, and it will bring you straight to my inbox on WhatsApp, and then we can chat from there. Or you can just use the help section here. When you click on it, it will open the help section with different topics to cover almost everything on Bookmark. Yeah, so I'll also be available anytime you need me to take you through any part that you get stuck with. Alright, now let's get into it. So let's go to settings. We're going to get, before that, let's do the My Drive. So My Drive, yeah. Now My Drive here is where you save your images, videos, or anything at all. So right now I've used 99% of my free space. I don't know the exact number that I have to hit, but I have a lot of images here that I have used so far. So I could add my own images, or I could just go to get free images, or I could do get free videos. So if I wanted to add my own, I could just go to new. I could create a file or a folder. So let's say a folder, which I can name anything, or I can do a file. Let's say my folder. Okay, that's a bit generic. Oh, sorry. Okay. Right, so I have created my own folder, and I can add my stuff to it. So let me just double click it to enter, and I could add a file. A file means that I can upload images from my phone, or I could, if I have a URL to any image online, I can just add it from here. So like for instance, I could just go here and add my images. So I can add, say, this one for instance, and I will add it, transfer in progress, and that's it. So that if I want to use this image in any part of my website, I could just use it. So the My Drive is used to save your images and videos for your website. Yeah, that's basically what it does for you. Now let's go into settings, which is the most important part to get things rolling. So let's start from the top. So general. Now the general here allows you to edit your site's address, your email, and all that. So let me just click it like this. So it says, it asks you could change your domain or your address. My email, I can change my email address like this. So from here you can see I chose Genius Web Designer from the beginning, if you remember. So this is why it's showing geniuswebdesigner.bookmark.com. Now you realize that it has this extension called bookmark.com. That's because we're using the free version of Bookmark. And if you want to link our own domain to it, we'll have to purchase the domain, which we'll get into soon in a future session. So for now, let me just explain what that means. So you realize that when you come to my website, I have ajcoffee.com. This is my website, right? Now because I created this, I bought the domain myself, I have the name to myself, but with here it's being hosted on Bookmark with a subdomain. That's what we call a subdomain. So if I want to change this part, move this bookmark.com part, I'd have to just change the address by buying an actual domain. This one will just change the address for me, not necessarily the domain name. It might sound a bit confusing, but it's not. So when we get there, we'll understand how it means. So let's go back to settings, general. Alright, this email is, so as always, when you hover, it says all your website specific notification will be sent to this email. And I have a number here. I can show my phone number or not on the website. I can show my address. This is a random address. I can also a fav icon. Fav icon is these icons you see on websites, like the very tiny ones. I don't know how to show you this one, but let me see. Yeah. So, and then okay, this one shows you your free account storage that is left. So like I said, all that we're doing now is on a free version of Bookmark. You can upgrade for more storage or for more settings. The fav icon, let me show you. So if I go to a website right now, see this one, this icon right here, This one, this is the fave icon that you're talking about. Yeah. And let me see. So I could choose a file that I want to use. I could use this one. Let me see. I think it's gonna work. So when I publish it, that logo will show at the top there. And back to top. Back to top is just the icon you see when you're scrolling through the website. And when you click it, it takes you back to the top. Cookie notification. So for some website, when you visit them, they save your information on the site so that they can keep track of you. That is how you're able to see ads that are specific to you. So you remember that if you go to say facebook.com, the ads you see there as a result of cookies that were traced to you from website that you visited. So let's say you visit a site that sells, say, computers, you start seeing ads about computers. So that's what it's responsible. But a website is supposed to give you notification for you to approve it before they start tracking you. So you don't have to worry about that for now. So you can just turn it off. Let me just turn it off for now. That's basically it for the general settings. And we can go to blog. So your blog, you remember in the beginning I chose articles. I chose blogs. So I can see those articles here. I can edit the content. I can delete it, write new article. I can get category for the articles if I want it. So yeah, this blogging is usually a good way to get SEO for your site, meaning you can write about content for your website, what you do, so that if I go to say Google and I type in the best web designer or best website in Ghana, those results are results of SEO, and those SEO mostly feed content from blogs. So you realize that most big brands tend to write articles or blogs about their products and services, and which is a very nice way of getting free SEO feed for your websites. So blogs, that's blogs for you. And e-commerce, like I mentioned at the beginning, you could add e-commerce to your site. With a free version of Bookmark, you could add it, but then you won't be able to allow your users to purchase because you need to upgrade. So this is how it said upgrade to business, because it makes sense, because if you want to use the site for business, you have to upgrade to the business section. And yeah, I could go through all these process. I want to do an e-commerce right now. I don't have anything selling. So I can set up my account, add products, verify my location. In fact, let's do a demo. So let's say the product is called pen, and the price is say $2. Let me just add more. Let's call this pencil. Pencil is $1. I hope not. Let's call this book. So let's say I have books to sell. And the book is probably $5. I'll just save them like that. So right now I have product saved. And see, this little menu appeared here for the e-commerce section, so I could hover and show you. I can see my orders, my sales, customers. I can see my products here, my marketing, Google Ads, everything. So it's pretty self-explanatory here. And again, if you have any issues, just let me know. I'll take you through anything you need help with, anything at all. Let me see my products, for instance. So what I just added, I added book, pen, pencil. Yeah, these are dummy products they added for me too. So this is how the e-commerce section works. That's if you have anything you want to sell. Maybe I'll do a video on that alone for you guys. If people request for it, I'll do that. So you go through the whole e-commerce. There's another process on its own. Like for instance, they gave it its own menu, so you can imagine. So it's not hard, it's easy, but just in case you get stuck, just let me know. If more people request for it, I will do a free video on how to set up your own website or your own e-commerce website. Yeah. Alright, moving on, let's go to analytics. So analytics is kind of data that you use to track how your website is performing. So right off the bat on the dashboard here, you can see that you have an overview, top pages, device traffic, referral, search engine queries, and all that. So for instance, this one will show you the number of users you have, your page views, the number of time users spend on your site, and then the average pages people visit on your site per page or per visitor. And you can upgrade to get more stats, which is pretty cool. So I can go to top pages. My site is not live yet, so I don't expect to see any traffic or anything at all, but basically that's how it's supposed to look like, right? So yeah, let me go back to where we were. I think we were here. Okay, right. Let's go to settings again. Still loading. Right, so settings. We were now. So let's go to SEO. Again, if you have any questions, you have any issues, so you could always go here to Ada for it here to do it for you if you want. So this, for instance, we are at SEO. The SEO is here as well, search engine optimization. So that's, like I explained earlier on, SEO allows you to rank higher on Google. If someone goes online to go and search for you, what makes your name or your product or service pop up is SEO, is all tied to SEO, and that it's pretty easy to set up. So just in case you have an issue, just come here. You can have a style. So let's say a side name, mini name, or mini name style side name. So what it means is that, so for instance, let me go here, drag my website here for you to see. So you see when you hover, it shows you that we all the websites with AI hyphen jcoffee. So this one is using the side name and menu name style. So let me just go back here and show you. So I could just change any style I want. So there are examples here, for instance. Yeah, home David's website, or David's website home. It's all a matter of preference, doesn't matter. So the important part is here, for instance, it says site description. It scans through websites in the world and searches for certain keywords to match people's search queries. So if I search for best restaurants in Ghana, it will look for keywords in such websites, their description, and then their meta keywords, for instance here. If it matches what I typed into the Google search, those websites will pop up. So that's basically the basic explanation of how these SEO tools work, this section of SEO. So for instance, if I do I come here, meta keywords, I can type in let's say best web designer in Ghana. So these are my meta keywords that I want my site to be ranked for, right? So this is usually I use a phrase here. I could use different keywords: web designer, websites in Ghana, like that. So each comma separated keyword is going to be unique to my website. There's a lot of things that go into SEO, but the main part that makes it work better for you is if you add Google tracking code to it. So for instance, if I hover here, it says footer code and header code. So the footer code, usually get it from Google Analytics, which is let me just click on it like this. It's a tool that you integrate into your website that helps you to track what they're doing, where they're visiting, and all that. Yeah. So analytics, it's not anything difficult. Again, if you have any difficulty in implement, let me know. Usually when you register here and you log into your dashboard, you get a set of tools and then code that you can come and embed here and here, for instance, so that Google would start tracking your website for you. Yeah, so these things are just advanced sort of. So in case you get stuck, and let me know. Usually you do these things after you're done building your website. So yeah, you configure it to match up like that. Okay, so we've covered pretty much everything. Let's go back to domain. So domain, like I explained earlier, is your website. So this part is the main domain, bookmark.com. This part is the subdomain. So now if I want my website to become geniuswebdesigner.com, right, I might have to change the domain. Now the domain, you can buy domain from here, or you could use a service like Namecheap. Let me use Namecheap. I like Namecheap.com a lot. You could buy and then connect to it. So this will be a later part of the whole process. But you can buy domain from Namecheap. I like Namecheap a lot. Or you could just buy from here, whichever case. So for now, we don't have to worry about buying a domain, because this one will just work excellent for us for now, for a few websites. Let me go back here. So the next section, as you can see, is the social media. Social media is just a way for you to link social media pages to your website so that they show up in the section that you show them for. So it says that interact with your visitors by adding social media options for your website. So the ones I tick, I can enter the links for. So for instance, my page is called facebook.com/geniusboycoffee. I'll do the same for my Twitter, and let me check on this real quick. Yeah, my Twitter is twitter.com. It's basically the same thing. I think I have the same username for everybody, for every platform. So yeah, so let me just leave these ones for now. Yeah, so I can just fill these ones and then save settings like that. So yeah, let me go to, I think I could equally edit them here if I wanted to. So yeah, but the ones I did, this is just for the general website, so I could specify where they show when I come back to, say, the interface itself. Right, so the next one is purchase or change your email site address. So now my website email is coffeeaj. That's what I used to register for the bookmark.com. But if you want to go professional, you want your site's email to match your website. So that's why they ask you to buy. So again, you can buy from here, or you can buy from Namecheap. Namecheap has you can buy domains, you can buy hosting. Hostings mostly come with email addresses. You can buy some from here, or you can buy from Bookmark yourself. And the features are cool. They have a very nice spec sheets here. POP3, IMAP, 5 GB of storage, which is cool. Full-time operation. So yeah, so these are the specs if you want to get an email. So like I have an email. My email is me@jcoffee.com. So that's the kind of professional email I'm talking about. So that's basically it for here. And up to now I haven't saved anything. So let me see. Event is mostly, let's say, you can add an event to your page. Let's say you're having an event. Makes it easy for you to set up events for your site, which is pretty cool. Because so Bookmark has a lot of things you might not need, but that will come in handy at a point in time during your development process. So yeah, just make use of it. So let me just click on save to save all our changes, and now I'm going to publish it. So publish says that when I publish it like this, publishing means that I'm going to update my website for everybody who uses my link to view it. So let us finish doing that, and I'll show you how it goes. Alright, so yay, website published. So it says that, so this is my website link now on Bookmark. So let me just copy it and open a new tab and show you how it's going to look like. So this is how, if I send you my website link, this is how you see it. So amazing, right? So I didn't want to change anything because I loved it, but yeah, you're free to change anything you want, because these are dummy data. I can just change these ones. And in the next section, we'll go through the various parts of the interface of Bookmark in your account, where you can do learn the the e-learning courses that they have. So I'll talk to you guys in the next lesson. See ya. Course, I know it's very short, but as you can see, it can't be any longer because everything we did is just self-explanatory and it's very easy to do. Hopefully by the end of this course you have your own tool in your hand that you can use to build a website for people, which I believe is going to be easy. So let me just explain this last part of Bookmark. Again, if you have any issue, just send me an email at me@jcoffee.com, or go to my website, click on this WhatsApp button. It will bring you right into my WhatsApp inbox. Then we can chat from there and I'll help you out. Okay, so in my dashboard you can see I have my websites here. Let me click your websites. It will list all my websites I've created before. So this is the one we just did, which is published. This one is not, this one it is. And I can edit it if I want to. I could export the website, delete it, or move to the top. Because I just did that one. So yeah, I love this. And you can view analytics for it, if see how many people have visited our website and all that. Oh yeah, you go on website link. I said great, because I visited myself. So yeah. The part I want to talk about is the e-learning part, which is the last part of this course. So One cool thing I like about Bookmark is that they give you all these e-learning courses for free. So the aim is to help you to, after you have created your website, how to go about marketing. For instance, you can use Facebook marketing. You can start your own online business. These are all free courses that are given out for you for free, and it's worth it. You don't have to even upgrade to the pro version to have access to this. And then we have a whole section on about SEO, which is very awesome, and then about web development. They give you basics of mobile web design. It's a whole lot of useful information, which is very, very awesome. I didn't even know this until I found out, like, wow, this is cool. So this is very useful for anybody who wants to get into web design, digital marketing as a whole. And then they keep your I haven't started any course yet here, so I pretty much know about most of them. But I'll still take a course in it. So never hurts to learn more, you know. The last part of this is the Ask an Expert. So they have a community that you could go there and go and ask any question you want. So people just ask questions and people answer them. You can see through all these that have come from the, it's like a forum. So if you have any questions, just click on Ask Question, and then they will search you out. So also at any point you can just contact their support for help. So this brings us to the end of our web design course for AI. I know you're now saying it's very easy. Yeah, because it's very easy. There are other ones I would like to show you. Let me see if I can find these ones. The grid.io. A couple of them. So I'll wait. If anyone chats me on WhatsApp or by email, I will address you. So one I'll give away is the grid.io. So the grid is pretty cool. It was like most of the first ones that came. They call theirs Molly, like how Bookmark calls theirs Aida. They call their AI Molly, but I found this one to be a bit more having a steep learning curve. For me, Bookmark is the best. If you want to use AI to build websites, go for Bookmark. And plus, these ones mostly charge you for using it, especially this grid.io. You have to pay to use the website, but Bookmark is free from the start, which is very awesome. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this course. As always, I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Just go to my website, hit me on the WhatsApp link, or just go to the contact me page, fill out the form, and let's have an awesome chat. So if you have any issue at all, just let me know. And don't forget to refer people to sign up to this course as well, AI Web Design. So just edugraphic.com/learn. I'll be adding different courses later on, depending on the feedback I get from you guys. So let me know what you want to learn first, and we'll put it up. So we are planning on adding programming courses and graphic design courses. As always, I'll let you know if people are interested before we go full on it. So this has been a J Coffee for you, teaching you about how to use AI to build websites. So from now you could talk to people and ask them to pay you to build a website for them. So usually if you charge someone 2,000, you should be able to use about half to just buy a domain and maybe upgrade your account so you can build multiple accounts, multiple websites. Yeah, so that's right there. You have become a web designer. Easy as that, right? Yeah. Don't forget to hit me up on social media. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and then I'm on Instagram. So in case you need any help, just let me know and hit me up. So until we meet again in our inbox, email, or WhatsApp, it's been a nice time learning with you guys. Alright, bye for now.